Hi, I'm Squeaky Clean Dave, and while I've got a bit of time off, I'm going to be doing a bit of maintenance on the van, and I'm going to be fitting the new V16 Lumi-Level from Spring Europe. I absolutely love bringing my dog to work with me. She's fantastic company, especially when you're working by yourself. And the other good thing is she keeps people out the back of the van when the back doors are open, because she is quite a big, vicious looking dog, although she's a big teddy bear. But there are some problems with bringing a dog to work. You do get a lot of fur come off her, and it goes everywhere in the van basically. And also she has got bored on the odd occasion and chewed up a bit of the insulation from around the tank. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take this insulation off. I'm going to take the crate out, I'm going to give it all a good vacuum out, make sure it's all nice and clean, and then I'm going to fit the Lumi-Level, which is Spring's new level, which lets you know how much water you're using, fit that into the tank and wire that in, and then re-insulate all the tank, tidy it all up, and then I'm going to empty the tank out completely, give that a good wash out, make sure any bits of plastic that's dropped into the tank while I was fitting the level has gone, make sure it's all nice and sparkly clean, ready for starting in the new year. So to fit the Lumi-Level, it's not very awkward. You've got your 4 cables that you always have on your basic controller, and then an extra grey cable as well that goes to the Lumi-Level. Now this comes as a 2-metre level, and it's probably about 3 metres to where I'm going to put it. So I did contact Spring. They said if I could find some similar cable, it might work, it might not, to extend it. So I'm going to have to try that. So I've extended the cable on that. And then all you've got to do is, because there's bullet connectors on it, I've got bullet connectors on mine, that's how it's wired up, take off the old one and then put on the new V16 to start with. So I'm taking off the old V11 WFP link. Although it's handy with the WFP link, I do really like the V16 controllers. Since I've been using those, I haven't had to be charging my battery as often, so I do really like those. So I'm going to take off that, the old V11, and to start with you just need to take the fuse out. Now I've got enough holes to get all the cable through. All I need to do is take the faceplate off the V16 controller and just screw it back on through the holes that are already there. They should line up with the existing ones that I had. So now the V16 controller is in place. It looks good with the 2 V16s together, really nice. All I've got to do now is fit the sensor into the tank. So the sensor comes, you've got the sensor part itself with the wiring in it, and you've got a cover that goes over the top of it. Now it also comes with a template, and that shows you exactly where to drill the holes in the top of your tank. So when you drill your holes, you've got to make sure that you're not over the top of a baffle. It's got to have the full height, and it's got to be on a flat surface, making sure there's no indentations or anything like that underneath it. So for me, I'm going to put that at the top of the tank, opposite side to the filler cap. So everything comes with it, all the cables you need, and the fixing screws come with it as well. So what we need to do now is wire the sensor up. I won't go through the wiring, that all comes with the instructions, and there's also a video by Spring that's really easy to follow, which tells you exactly how to wire it up. So now the sensor's fitted on the tank, you've just got to program it. So that's a matter of measuring the depth of the tank. You put in the depth of the tank with it full, the depth of the tank with it empty, and the amount of water that it holds. So that's it, I've tidied the tank up, I've sorted all the insulation out and stuck it all back down properly, and it looks a lot neater now. I've also hoovered up all the loose dog hair, which was about that thick. It was really horrible. It's surprising how it builds up and you don't realise it's building up. So I've also filled the tank up now. I know how much water I've put in, so all I've got to do now is program in the controller. The first thing you do is make sure all your power's on. I've got a cut-off switch which cuts off the power to the whole van. Then you turn your flow controller on. Next you press the down and the return button together and it comes up HEE, and that is height empty. And what you do then, you put in the measurement from the bottom of your tank to the top of your tank to where it fills up to in centimetres. So that's 100. With mine it's 50 centimetres, then return. Then it comes up HEF, and that is height full. So for me that is 2 centimetres, 4 is the minimum it'll go to by the looks. So I do fill my tank right up to the top, but that's the minimum it'll go to. So, and then return, and then cap. And what that is you put in the amount of kilolitres, the capacity of the water. So 0.65 is 650 litres. So mine is 600. Now this is all different. It might be different to what the manufacturer's specifications say, so you just have to check. And then again, return. And that now tells you that it's working. Now not everybody's going to need a Lumi-Level, but for me, because the tank's insulated, you can't actually see how much water's in the tank without taking the cap off, which I know isn't the end of the world, but it's just handy. You're on a job, you want to know how much water you got left, just to be able to press a button and it will tell you. Now I've got it fitted, I'm going to use it for a few weeks, and I'm going to do a couple of experiments and test flow rate, see if you do actually get more work done and earn more money by turning your flow rate up. So I'll be able to take accurate readings now of how much water I've used. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Sorry about the noise, I filmed this video out on the road, so sorry about the traffic noise. So thanks for watching, bye for now.